This stitch looks like lace spun by a very fancy spider. But don't worry, there are no bugs involved. Would you rather crochet something delicate and lacy or bold and chunky? Team lace or team chunky? Let me know. Hey crochet friends, I'm Mo, your crochet companion, and today we are working on the spider stitch. It is a fun, delicate stitch, but gives you that lacy textural vibe. Okay, so to get started, we are going to do, so the pattern, how it works is you chain 8, however long you want to, and then once you're done adding 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, then you chain 11 at the very end. All right, and then we're going to do a chain of 1 to get started. That's considered your turning chain. And then we're going to put our a single crochet in the second chain from the hook and in the next 4 chains. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. From here, you're going to do a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip the next 3 stitches, do a single crochet in the next 5 chains. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this row is basically you're just laying the tracks so the spiders have somewhere to dance. Do another chain of 5, skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and in the last 4 you're going to do a single crochet in the last 4 stitches. Two, 3, and 4. Now let's go over that again one more time. I'm going to go take a real quick peek. So even though I just did 1, so you're going to just keep doing the chain of 5, skip 3, 5 single crochets, chain of 5, skip 3 until you get to almost to the end. And then you should have, if you did your counting right, you should have 4 chains at the very end, and you're going to do 4 single crochets at the end. Okay? Okay, so now we're on to row 2. Now, I have 2 different ways that I do this. You can do a chain of 1, turn your work, and then keep going. But because I like to have my edges clean, I will turn my work and just start working in the next stitch. So we're going to do a single crochet in the next 3 stitches. We skip that single crochet. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in this next chain space, another chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip this first single crochet and do a single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to keep repeating that. So you're going to do that chain 3, single crochet in the next loop, chain 3, and then the 3 double crochets, or excuse me, 3 single crochets in that space. So you skip the first single crochet, do 3 single crochets, skip a single crochet, and you're going to repeat that pattern until you get to the end of your row. We're going to do a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to skip this first single crochet and single crochet in the next 3 single crochets. And again, the next row you can either chain 1 and then do a single crochet, or you can just turn your work, do a single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, now we're going to do chain of 3, and by the way, this is row 3 if you hadn't figured it out. All right, so in this space right before the single crochet, we're going to do a single crochet in that space before and after the single crochet, as well as in that single crochet. So you should have 3 single crochets together. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Now, if you want to, you can actually do that single crochet in one of those changes right before and after that single crochet. That's completely up to you. I personally do not prefer to do it that way. There's 1, 2, 3 chains. We're going to skip the first single crochet and single crochet in the middle one. Skip the next single crochet, chain 3. So we're going to do the same thing we did in this single crochet or in this chain spaces, and we're going to go into this single crochet right next to that single crochet, do a single crochet, and then a single crochet in the single crochet, and a single crochet in the chain space. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the first single crochet, and single crochet in the next 2 spaces, or excuse me, the next 2 stitches. All right, so now this next row, which is row 4, pardon me, row 4. You can do it one of 2 ways. You can do a chain of 2 and use that as your first double crochet, or you can do like I do, which is the stacking stitch. So I turn my work, insert my hook, do a single crochet, and then I do 1 more single crochet in that vertical bar, thus creating the stacking stitch. And then we're going to do 1 more double crochet in the next single crochet. Chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. So you'll see that we have those 3 single crochets. We're going to do a single crochet in the space right before those, and a single crochet in each of those 3 single crochets, and 1 more single crochet in that chain space after. So you should have 5 single crochets. Chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This one's going to be a chain of 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to skip this single crochet. You're going to go into the next chain space, do a single crochet right before those 3 single crochets, and then we're going to do 3 single crochets in each of those. Well, not 1 single crochet in each of those 3 single crochets, and then 1 more single crochet at the end in that space. Chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do a double crochet in those last 2 single crochets, and then I'm going to stop and we're going to do a recap of this, right? All right. We're starting to see a pattern. You see how the legs are starting to stretch out over here, and these are kind of your anchors right here. So let's go through this again. So you'll notice that we were going smaller here, but we're increasing here, right? So when you're decreasing that row after that decrease, that's when you're doing the 5 double crocheting and skipping over that single crochet. and then you increase, right? So that's basically kind of how it goes. So you're going to increase, decrease, increase, decrease. So you should always have an increase and a decrease going at the same time. Okay, so this is the row 5. And it's up to you whether you want to do a chain of 1 and turn your work, or you can do just a turn your work, and you're going to do a single crochet in the next 2 double crochets. So there's 1 and 2. Now, this is where this is going to be decreasing. Okay, so we're going to chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip that first skip the first single crochet, chain or single crochet in the next 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Skip that single crochet. We're going to do a chain of 3, a single crochet in that chain 5 space, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. Skip the single crochet, and in the next one we do a single crochet in the next 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Whoops, I don't know what I did there. And then we're going to do a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip that chain, and we're going to do a single crochet in each of those double crochets. All right, so now we're going into, I believe, row 6. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we're going into row 6. So row 6, we are now going to be increasing. So we're going to do, oops, you can do that chain of 1, or you can just turn. And we're going to do 1, 2, and an increase in that, basically a single crochet in that chain space. Then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip that first single crochet, 1 single crochet in that middle one, skip the last one. We're going to do a chain of 3, and we're going to do an increase here. So we're going to do a single crochet in the space, single crochet in the single crochet, and 1 more single crochet in that space behind. Chain of 3. We're going to skip everything. We're going to go into that middle single crochet and do a single crochet. Chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to increase at the end. So we're going to do a single crochet in that chain space and a single crochet in the next 2 single crochets. All right, so that is the basic pattern. So I'm going to set you up, and because we're going to go back to the first row. So you're repeating rows 1 through 6 consistently. This is what gives you that spider, alternating spider. So the alternating spider. All right, so chain 1. Remember we had 4 single crochets at the beginning. So we're still in that increase. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you're increasing in that space. You're going to do a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip that single crochet. Go into this space right here. We're going to do a single crochet right before, because we're still increasing until we get to 5 single crochets. Do 1, 2, and 3 single crochets, and 1 more in that space. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip that single crochet, and we are increasing this one to 4 single crochets. So there's 1 in that space, and then 1, 2, 3, making an even 4. So that's basically the gist of it. You're going to continue repeating rows 1 through 6 until you get the size that you want. It's actually a lot simpler than it looks, right? All right. Basically, once you see the spiders forming, you'll know you've nailed it. Now, why is this worth learning? This is actually such a versatile thing. I was crocheting this without even realizing that this was the spider stitch, but I have often used it in lace doilies, anything that's a lacy pattern. You can use it for tops. You can do it. In fact, I think I did a top with it, and of course I didn't realize that that's what this was a spider stitch. Go figure. But anyway, it's great for scarves, wraps, like cardigans, beautiful open work without crazy stitches. It's your introduction to lace. I wouldn't say, because I've introduced you to lace as just a continuation of that introduction. All right, well, that is it for today. Until next time, don't get stuck in the web, and may your hooks never hide.